Hi Catherine, so this is just a quick help video on how to upload products to the new shop that I've set up for you. So the first thing is I've sent you an email which tells you how to log into WordPress. When you do that, it will bring you to a screen that looks like this. So what we need to do is we need to come down to where it says products, and if you click on that, then basically you'll see I've got one dummy product in here, which has just been done as a setup to get you started. But if you're going to add one, I'm going to now show you how to do that and the steps to follow. And you may need to watch this video a couple of times for it to make complete sense, because there's a few things to do which make a difference to how it displays and how everything's set up correctly. So yeah, you might need to watch this a couple of times, but I'm now going to run you through it. So the first thing we want to do is we want to add a new item. So we had an item called tablecloths, but you see here we've got product name. So this is just going to be a test one. So we'll just call this tablecloths 2. So that's the first stage. The second stage is you'd pop in your description. I've already taken that from the dummy one, which I had put on, but there's basically the information you gave me about tablecloths and then the product care. And that's the first part to put in the description of the item that you're going to sell. The next part is basically we're going to need to set a product image. So over on the right hand side you see it says set product image. Click on that. Now here I've already got my product image, but I'll just do it as if I hadn't. So you'd go up onto the left here where it says upload files. I'll find your tablecloth image, the main one that you want to use, which is this one. Drop it on. That'll take a second or two to upload. And in the bottom right you hit set product image. And if it's done correctly, you'll see then the product image is now set. So two things to start with then. We've done the tablecloth as a name. So we've called this one tablecloth 2. So we're in the product name. We've done the product description. And with that, we've also set the product image. So that's initially the first setup stages. Here's where it gets a little bit more technical. So the first thing that we want to do is we need to set this to be a variable product because there's going to be different size options to choose from. So if you click on variable product, this basically means that what we're saying is when the customer goes to buy it, there's variations of it, and those variations are the different sizes that are available. So you asked about stock management. So this is how you do that. There's a little tick here, so you can do your stock management. So for example, if you only had one, you would set the quantity as 1. Then when that product is sold, it will no longer be available to order. So this is back orders. Do you want people to be able to order it when you have no stock? I would suggest no, don't allow it. That just makes life a lot easier. And you can do other things which we'll ignore for now, but you can do things like limit purchases and things like that. We won't worry too much about that. Then down here in product categories, you've got the category tablecloths, which I've created. Put a tick in that. And that's the first sort of initial setup for the item in terms of stock management and the category we're putting it in. Shipping, we'll cover shipping in a separate video. The main thing initially is to start with putting products in the shop. Then when you're ready for that, I can tell you how to do shipping. The way I tend to do it is have a generic shipping cost. So for example, first class shipping on all items could be £5, for example, and you can do it like that. The other option is you can set shipping, each item have its own shipping price. So that's something we can do as well. But we'll cover that in a separate one. We won't worry about linked products because we're not going to have enough products for that to be an issue. This is where we do the attributes. So this is where we're going to tell people this is available in different sizes. This is what really confuses people, but I'm just going to run through it now. So the attribute is size because we're allowing them to choose a size. And the values, this is where people trip up. So you've got different measurements here. So the first job I'll do is paste the different measurements in. So you paste it, then you want to put the little symbol here. So you can find that on your keyboard. On my Mac it's Shift and then the button next to Enter. There's the little sort of up, if you like, line. And then you put the next one. So the next size up is that. Do the little line again. And the next size up like that. Then what you have to do is save attributes. That'll take a second to then save those different sizes. Then the next thing we set is we go into the variations and we tell it to generate the variations of the products that we've just created and hit OK. And then you'll see there's our sizes, the 150 by 220, 180 by 270, 180 by 340. So that's how you'd basically do that. it's then going to ask you, you don't have any prices set, so I hit add price. Actually, I'm going to do that in a different way because there's different items on here. So I'll do edit. So on the 150 by 220, we can set the regular price to the price you've chosen, which is £55. Pop that in here. Hit the little arrow. Oh, sorry. Scroll down to the next size. Hit edit. So this is the 180 by 270, which is 75. So pop that in there. And then finally edit the bottom one, which is 180 by 340, which is 85. Pop that in there. And then basically you could do a different description to the one up there if you want to, but again, I wouldn't really bother. I would just leave everything as it is, do the Save Changes button, give that a second, and then basically we've got that product saved. We can then do a quick preview of what we've just made to check everything's doing what it should be doing. So in preview, it's going to display, this is what the customer would now see. So the customer would see your product. They would be able to zoom in and click on it if they want to see it a bit closer. They would see the description that we've set, which is down here. They would then see the size option, and the price should then change. So it's telling us, and we can check that, 150 by 220 is £55. If you order the next size up, it's £75. And if you order the next size up, it's £85. So yeah, that's fairly sort of straightforward. Yeah, you can do other things, but really initially I just wanted to show you how to add a product, how to do the stock levels, how to do the variations for the sizes, how to do the prices, and that should get you started. So my suggestion would be to do the first one. Give me a shout if you get stuck. If you need some help and you want me to set some up for you, I'm happy to do that to get you started. And when you've got enough products that you're happy to go live, they will then talk to you about shipping and how to set that up correctly so that you're not going to get any surprise free postage for people. We're going to set that up so each postage cost will be correct. But yeah, again, like I say, you may need to watch this video back. It seems a little bit confusing, but if you just follow those steps one at a time, pause the video, do the step, play it again, pause it again, you should find it's fairly straightforward, to be honest. So yeah, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.